All right. So today we are going to discuss about why you aren't able to achieve your goals. The number one reason people don't achieve their goals is because they don't have correct systems in place. What do I mean by systems? Systems can is a type of repeated action which you take regularly and you can measure it somehow, right? Let's just say a habit like meditation, for example. If you want a peaceful mind at the end of the year, that's the main goal which you have. What actions are you taking to achieve that goal? Most people, what they do is they just put the goals on a sheet of paper and they just uh, want the goals to come to them by themselves. They're not willing to put any action to it. Mindful action, right? The whatever goals you have, unless and until you plan it out how you're going to achieve them, what steps you're going to take towards them, nothing's going to happen. It just it's just random scribble on a paper, that's it. So basically how you achieve your goals is create systems. Now what kind of systems am I talking about? First one is regularly tracking your progress weekly and monthly, right? So every single week you track your progress, every single month you track your progress, and every single day you track your progress. Now how do you track them and what do you track basically? So to achieve your goals, you need to do certain number of things on a repeated basis. That's how you achieve any goal. No goal gets achieved just by doing anything once. You gotta do keep the consistency up. You gotta keep doing that thing again and again, again and again. That's when you actually achieve the consistency. So we need to measure this consistency and the quality. First thing in this system is you have to get your quantity right. That is enough reps consistently so that you build the habit of doing it regularly without any resistance. Once that habit is built, next we move on to the quality. How good or what's the quality of the work you're putting in? Let's say, for example, studying, right? If studying math or any other subject, let's say you're solving questions every two questions every single day, and after a while you have built a habit of doing it every single day and it doesn't even bother you. Now, upon other than the quantity, we look at the quality. That is, what kind of qualities will make you better at solving questions in the exam, which is the goal which we need to achieve. um, Harder questions, uh, questions which test your mind in various ways, questions which are tricky, and good quality questions, not easy ones. So this is how you manipulate the quality of whatever habit you are trying to uh, ingrain yourself, as well as achieve a goal related to that habit in future, right? So that's what you do. So first build quantity of that habit regularly so that it gets ingrained in you and you build that consistency. As soon as the consistency is built, now you move on to the quality. Now you focus on improving the quality of the output that you put on. That is the work you do, right? So that's how you do. And every single day you track which habits did I do, which habits I didn't do, what were the regrets, and what were the good wins I had today. You also track your time waste. How many hours in a day did you waste? Soon you'll notice that after a while, when you start tracking every single thing regularly, you notice that all of a sudden you're actually determined to do more tasks which will help you propel you towards your goals, right? Because our brain, whenever we put an active effort in something, it works in the background to help us uh, achieve that in every way possible. So just by doing the habit of tracking your habits every single day, you will notice that your quality and the quantity of work which you're putting in goes up. And also, it's not like you're not gonna waste any time, you're just all of a sudden gonna turn into this saint that does all the work. You gotta put the bad habits to the rest as well, because the bad habits are gonna stay unless and until you put a strong stop on it, right? They're gonna keep coming back. You just have to push back, right? You fail one day, next 4 days consistency. Again you fail, get back to it. You fail, get back to it. That's how. That's what is actually consistency. Consistency is not something that you keep doing without any breaks, without any failures. That's not consistency. Every consistent person knows this, that there will be failures, but the most important thing is getting back on the track. So to achieve your goals, create these systems and iterate them, right? What did you do good, or what was better today, what could be improved? Now you track this weekly, then monthly. Okay, this month what and all things which I had planned I achieved, what things which I had planned I didn't achieve, and what was the reason of not achieving those. And also, I think another important thing is trying to kill the bad habits. You need to plan it out how you're planning to kill the bad habits. Just keeping it in your brain and being like, okay, I'm not gonna use it, I'm not gonna do that, it's not gonna work. You have to actively take on the role to reduce your bad habits. That's when something's gonna change, right? This implies to me as well, I'm not perfect, I waste a lot of time, my screen time is really high these days, I need to reduce it. So you need to start writing down and taking feedback, basically, right? Every system is only as good as the user which uses it. So if the user is a shitty user, there's no point in that system itself. If you're gonna lie to yourself and you're not gonna follow through the system, then it's not gonna work and there's no point. You're gonna stay the same bum which you are for the so many several years. You're gonna be an average Joe like everybody else, and you're not gonna achieve anything in your life. To achieve greatness in life, you need to do great sacrifices, you need to do something unique which everybody isn't doing. If everybody could if everybody could achieve success, then it wouldn't be called success, it would be called averageness, right? There's a reason why everybody doesn't achieve the same level of success that very few achieve, because it's hard, it's not normal, it's too lonely. All these reasons are why only a few crazy people achieve the goals which they want. As long as you can own your reality, you can control your brain, you can make your brain do whatever you want rather than whatever you feel, you are gonna get successful in life. And this applies to all the fields: body, business, relationships, every single thing in life. If you have the control on your mind, you can achieve anything. So that's it for today's video. I will meet you in the next video, and subscribe and hit the like button.